I'm looking at the match of the week, honestly. Sprout versus Alternate Attacks. That is going to be one heck of a match. You won't want to miss it whatsoever, as we are down to the picks and bans, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Slowdown was the first map that was picked, followed by Back and Forth, which you have quite a bit of a story to tell about that one, actually.
Well, it is my identity, but we will get to that when we get there. But Freestyle is third, Parkour is fourth, Slippy Slides fifth, Agility Dash sixth, and the coin toss, of course, goes between Arrow Pipes and Flip of Faith. And Arrow Pipes again misses out, like in TMCL. We do not get to see it this time. Well, maybe in the next game, but we are getting close to the match already starting. So looking forward to it already. Hopefully we can get into it a bit later, of course, as well. To perhaps talk a bit during the match about the players that we have. But of course, the first match, BS+ versus HOMYNO TSUN. I think a lot of eyes are on the HOMYNO TSUN lineup of Feed and Enter. Of course, Glass is a well-known duo throughout the years already. But I mean, I look at Feed and Enter and I'm already excited. And they're going up Snow and Glass, a full French battle on the field.
Yeah, there are 4 French players on this field right now, on this track, well, on every track that we'll be playing today. And that is very exciting to me, right? Because these are 4 great players. Glass and Snow are very well known in terms of competitions in general, right? They play a lot of competitions and together as well. So they are very well known, especially for BS+. And when it comes to Feed, I mean, he's been nominated as player of the year pretty much, right? When it comes to everything, he's just won everything so far this year. As the match goes into the first track here, Feed leads Glass, who leads Enter, who leads Snow, who's made a small mistake and is behind by 5/10. Feed currently in the lead, really pushing away from Glass at the moment as he makes a mistake. Enter goes into second place, and now both BS+ players fall out of contention for this lead as Feed continues his onslaught here as we head into the identity. On to the first one. Very nicely done. No airtime. However, Enter a little bit slow. Might lose some time here to Glass, but doesn't seem like he's caught up just as much as Feed and Enter go through into the finish. Perfectly done as they win the first round with an ace.
Yeah, ace, 3 points secured. A perfect start for HOMYNO TSUN as we go on to the next round, of course. Slowdown being a very pace-heavy map as well, with a lot of it, of course, as usual, decided in the identity, but it lends itself to a lot more closer racing. And we can already see Snow has fallen already early behind. Snow is already a bit behind on the circuit, so we have a front 3 at the moment, and it seems that Glass has to do a bit of work to deny perhaps another ace for HOMYNO TSUN. There it's very tight at the moment, only 2/10 as Enter takes the second spot, and Glass has a major crash into the sign, has to fully respawn. And this seems a bit, at the moment at least on the slowdown, a very one-sided Feed and Enter, showing why they are the team to be looking out for. A very strong duo, and they're even going for the pack line as well through the trees. And that is another ace, it seems, for HOMYNO TSUN lineup, 2 in a row. And that is a bit of a worrying sight for Glass, but of course, first map, plenty to still go for, and hopefully we've seen already before, like major comebacks even after 2 aces.
Yeah, 2 aces, it's definitely comebackable, but the thing is, right, is that you just see Feed from start to finish leading, right, from the first checkpoint all the way to the last, and not even his own teammate can really keep up with them. So right now, Glass and Snow have a lot to catch back up here, as really close to the wall. No one's going to hit, but look at this. Enter and Feed once again in ace formation. It's up to Glass, though, because Snow has already started off quite slow, and he'll clip into the ring. And so it is once again Feed and Enter, and that is another clip from Snow. And both players have been unable to finish this map cleanly at all in the first 3 rounds. That's very, very worrying, as Enter and Feed, well, they're side by side driving for this finish here. The only race here is between themselves as Feed is in the lead, but the Enter has that pack line, tries to catch up. It's not going to be enough. Feed will win this round once more, and this time by just a little bit less than his previous rounds, but very nicely done by Enter to keep up. Snow and Glass, though, they're going to need to do a little bit more than that.
Yeah, and these times are not to scoff at. 57 zeros. These are very quick times as well. In TMCL, we only saw a few players going below 57. So driving 57 zeros consistently on slowdown, I mean, there's a reason why they picked this map as well. If my memory hasn't gone like a goldfish already, it's 9-0, and to be honest, at this point, we need a miracle. It's all that we need at the moment, and all we see at the moment is full red in front. Speed and Enter 1 and 2. Glass and Snow are at the moment simply outclassed on this map, and not a single mistake to behold. And you can't really do anything. If your opponents are not going to do a mistake, what are you going to do? Of course, the simple answer is drive faster, but if they're driving 57 zeros consistently, that is a very difficult pace to go up against, and that is a food for thought for the upcoming teams, perhaps for next Playday. But for now, Feed and Enter, a perfect match. 4 rounds, 4 aces. That's a GG for the first track point already, and that was a complete victory, at least on this map, as we move on to the next round. I mean, hopefully the next map is going to be a bit better for BS+. I hope to God.
Oh, I hope they at least get 1 point, right? But no. They're probably their map pick here, right? They surely they do well here. I don't doubt it whatsoever. As we go on to back and forth, this was a slaughter from Feed and Enter. Let's hope that it is much tighter here for Glass and Snow on this second map. Talk to us about your map here, because this is a map that you have a big hand in making.
Well, in a sense, making, of course, back and forth, the identity does belong to me. I am the author of the identity, as we already see an early mistake by Enter falling significantly behind. But the back and forth map is, of course, this map is a lot of the cases to be made in this case where you can see that even the map itself is difficult. You don't have a lot of close races. You have these plastic puck slides as well with wet wheels. You have this wall ride jump into an ice wall where you have to go do a 360 around the bar, time it right. Usually it is a good timing and you should get it every time, but we've seen that that is not the case. And currently, at least so far, BS+ having a good run so far. For Feed is in the mix and he's looking to deny them as we go on to the identity. A pure precision. You go left, right, and all the way the pillars as well. This is not the easy version. You have the second set as well. And we get to see that all of the players keep the same scoreline. Snow gets first, Feed second, Glass third, and Enter having a bit of a dip, cooling off. Maybe those pressure on this map is a bit more different than it was on Slowdown. But for now, it's a victory for BS+. That's 2 points for them and 1 for, of course, for HOMYNO TSUN.
So now they're finally in the lead for once, right? BS+, looking to keep it this time around, though, because Enter made a mistake earlier on as well. So this is a big moment for BS+ to get back into this match and tie up the scoreline. But right now, Feed is in the lead. Snow wants to take it back from him, goes a bit wide, and Enter's going to take advantage of that. He's going to go into second place. Let's see if he can even catch up to his own teammate. No, because Snow puts himself back into second place. In fact, he wants to seal away first as well. Let's see if he can do that as the 360s go through, and Feed does it the best. He'll get himself a nice little lead over Snow, but Snow will get himself a nice lead over Enter as well, as Glass has made quite a big mistake back there. He has fallen out of the order to fight here. As Feed still in the lead here. Will he make a mistake? We're on Enter right now. Who is in third place? Can they all make it through perfectly through the pipes here? It looks as such, and such as Feed and Enter will tie up the game 3-3.
Yeah, definitely a better showing for BS+, but it seems that HOMYNO TSUN is definitely not a team that you can be like, okay, I'll take this map against them and I should be winning. Definitely Feed and Enter are doing it very strongly indeed. Of course, currently we see that we have Oh, Enter, of course, has a bit of a wider line, but he gets a lot more speed, and he goes in front together with feed 1 and 2 at the moment. That is a good line now. Can we get a good... You want to get it as tight as possible, of course. There is a chance that you lose the gear here or have a very awkward gear here, and you can lose a lot of speed now. Now we go on to the ice wall. Everybody gets it nicely. 360s are in unison, all four. And we go on. Enter having a bit of a slower one, so falls to a bit of fourth, but it's all neck and neck basically as we go on to the identity, separating by 2/3. And here we go. Who has the better line here? You want to keep the turns as tight, as close to the porter without clipping, but you can do this all full speed. Everybody's getting it nicely. Who will get it in the end? Snow is in front. Feet can't Pete deny. Ooh, and it's a close one in the end. Very close round. Great race, but BS+ takes it. Feet couldn't deny Snow, and we're getting back and forth. Victory for the other, victory for the second. Will we see an ace, or will we perhaps even see an overtime? But that's a bit too early, I think, Quantum. We still need to see how we get on with this one.
No aces, no draws, right? That is very interesting indeed. It's a win, it's a loss, it's a win when it comes to BS+ here. Let's see if they can keep it going into their favor. But right now, it seems as though Glass has made a big mistake. He's behind by 1.5 seconds on Feed and Snow. Let's see if Snow can at least bring this to a draw if Enter doesn't make a mistake here, which would bring us to a closer game here, because otherwise this is going to be tied once again, this time 6-6, as Feed currently in the lead, looking to keep that lead intact as we head on to the identity. Snow will try. Oh no! He has to reset. It's looking like an ace now for HOMYNO TSUN. Let's see if they can keep it together here, and indeed they do. Feed and Enter will 1-2, and the mistake from Snow cost them a precious lead, and now instead of being tied 6-6, they're losing 7-5.
Yeah, that is the case. I do believe, if I saw it correctly, Snow got a bit of an angle, and then that means that he went into a slide and you cannot recover from that. Either you have to go full stop, you're better off respawning and doing it again. And I feel like Snow got in a micro adjustment there can be a death of you. You want to go straight, or at least keep your car as parallel as possible, as we see that Enter has once again fallen a bit behind. It does happen quite often at the moment. Oh, I do believe Glass had a bit of a slide out on the plastic. He didn't get the box slide as properly as he wanted to. 360s all around. Everybody gets cleanly. Enter struggling a bit on this map, but definitely Feed and Snow are the ones to watch on this map. Definitely the front runners as they go neck and neck. Nothing separating them. When they go to the identity, Feed gets a bit of a better start and has a bit of a better line. More speed at the front. We get to see, does he keep the lead? Clean as a whistle, unless there's a mistake in the end. Feed should take first. Snow is second. Enter is third. And that puts BS+ in a very precarious situation, because in order to win their map, they have to ace twice, or at least get an OT with an ace in a draw. And that seems to be very difficult to do at the moment.
I mean, it would be OT with an ace right now, right? So it would be 9-9 if they were to ace this round. But that would need Glass and Snow to be perfect here. And I mean, you got to practically beg for a mistake here from Feed, because that's not happened as of yet in this matchup at all within the first two tracks. Let's see if that happens, because Glass is behind by about 1/4 second, and he's losing time even more. He needs a perfect 360, and that's Feed with a mistake. There you go. I was talking about it, but somehow Enter's now in the lead, and now it's Glass who needs to catch back up to Enter, and Snow as well, who's behind by 4/10. Can Enter keep it together here and bring his team to a 2-0 lead? Can they do it here? Into the identity.
It's gonna be close. Yeah, they need to do it, because they need to deny Enter. If Enter doesn't make a mistake, this is all over. And it's gonna be so close, but it's not enough. Enter didn't make a mistake, and that's it. Even with a draw, HOMYNO TSUN takes BS+ map pick, and now you're in a very precarious situation. You're now going back onto HOMYNO TSUN map. And it's freestyle as well. Of course, it can all happen in the identity, but I mean, you must be devastated. You had such a good start, but that one ace made the difference. And it must feel so gutting for BS Plus at the moment.
It was so close too, right? It was extremely back and forth, and then suddenly the ace, right? A surprise gut punch out of nowhere, suddenly just ripping everyone to shreds. And it completely just destroyed BS Plus's chance there unless they aced back. And this, my friends, is why you got to keep it together, right? You got to stay consistent the whole way through. Right now, both BS Plus players in the lead, but Feed with his wide line brings him more speed into the next section, but he hits into the wall, and so that's his first big proper mistake. And that'll leave Enter here to fight up against Snow and Glass and stop an ace from potentially happening here. Snow tries to retake the lead. They're side by side as Snow tries his best. The jump is perfect from everyone as Enter keeps his lead. Not intact though. It's not as clear cut as he'd like it to be. Glass is in that fight now as well. He low jumps along with Enter. Everyone's got the speed, all three players, side by side by side. It's all in the identity here. Can the first jump be perfect from everyone? Yes, it is, but Enter has more speed. Can he do it a second time? It's looking a little bit slow. Can it be caught up on? No, Snow can't catch back up, and so it will be a draw. Very well done by Enter by stopping Glass and Snow from winning the round. It is a draw, 1-1.
Yeah, that is very good mentality there. Beat making a mistake, I'm sure they were on comms as well, letting each other know, and Enter pulling his weight when it mattered as most. Actually, not as many mistakes as I was expecting. They got it through cleanly. Freestyle has been very much known for the identity to have so many clips, but it's interesting to see how you have different lines for BS Plus and, of course, HOMYNO TSUN. Feed having another touch. That's 2 mistakes now in a row for Feed. And yet again, Enter is needed to clutch once again to deny points from BS Plus. He has a bit of a comfortable lead at the moment, only of course less than a tenth, but we go onto the ice wall. You want to get it as low as possible. They all get it 3. This feels like a mirror match from the previous round. Are we not doing a rerun or something? This feels exactly like the same, but will the outcome be any different? Oh, we see a beautiful line by Glass. We're getting a nose slide perfectly, and all the speed almost jumping into the checkpoint as well. Now the identity gun. Will we see any clips? Will they get it cleanly? Now first set. Snow does get a clip, but does Enter capitalize it? He's in front now. Can he deny twice in a row? And indeed he can. He does it again. BS Plus cannot catch a break. Even when Feed has made a mistake twice in a row, Enter is there to pick up his team and say, I got you, homie. And he brings in home the draw again.
Oh my goodness. That is wonderful. That is absolutely intense. Oh, that is what you like to see as a Trackmania viewer. That is exactly how you like it. Draw after draw. But if you're BS Plus, you're not liking this at all, because that's 2 ace opportunities, right? Gone by the wayside. At least 2 victory opportunities gone by the wayside, because that is Feed making 2 big mistakes, right? And you're just not in that match. So at this point, right, with Feed now in here, you're in a potential situation where you can get aced. And this is scary. This is extremely scary as Feed makes his own mistake once again, 3rd round in a row. Freestyle just does not seem to be his forte as Snow has the lead. Can he keep it together though? Because he was ahead in the identity last time around as well. Can it be done as he makes a mistake? He flies out, but let's see if Glass can keep it together here. Can he beat Enter? No. And it's Enter who's going to enter into the finish as well. Snow, oh, he makes a mistake! Oh, he makes a second mistake!
Oh no, it goes from bad to worse for BS Plus. Oh, not only was Enter have been able to do it now 3 times in a row, now to add insult to injury, Feed gets the victory over them, and it's at this point, it's just a pure troll despair moment. What can you do? You cannot win when Feed makes a mistake. You cannot win when you both make a mistake. Like it feels like an uphill battle. where you just, no, everything you try to do just doesn't seem to work at all. And we get to see no mistakes. Feed and Enter once again in front, in the lead, and Snow and Glass need to start getting aces. They need to get that confidence up. They need to get some success on the board, or this is gonna be, of course, it's been already 2-0, but it will turn into a runaway match for HOMYNO TSUN with Feed and Enter. As we get to see so far, no mistakes made. Again, Feed having a bit of trouble with that ice ball, but not too much behind. Only 2/10 has a good nose slide and catches up perfectly. And ladies and gentlemen, we are neck and neck. And for once, oh, Feed makes a mistake on the inside rift. Again, Enter needs to clutch once again. He's at the front first. Flip is good. And everything is gone. Can he do it again? And Enter is a man of consistency. No mistakes whatsoever. Feed, at this point, what are you going to do? Enter is a monster. If Feed isn't doing it, Enter is. And at this rate, BS needs to win. There's nothing else to it. Like, Quantum, help me. They need something.
They don't need our help. They need to help themselves here at this point, right? They need a round win. That's it, right? Just to tie up this game. What they need the most, though, is to take advantage of the mistakes, right? There's massive mistakes being done by both Feed and Enter, and it's really not being capitalized on. This is why you want to get into this match, right? Because you want
Enter
to
makes
win.
a mistake.
You need to win.
He doesn't make the reset first time, so it's a perfect opportunity now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It really is. And if Feed continues on his mistaking ways on this map, right, this will be tougher for him because now he goes wide as well. But it's a really okay line overall. BS+ looking to at least win this round, but with Feed ahead, can they do it? Can they do anything here? He's made a mistake in the identity, so at least there's that in mind. But can you keep it together if you're BS+? Snow has a really nice first jump here. Catches up by a little bit, but will it be enough? Oh, it looks like it can be, but it clips. Oh, that was close, but no cigar. It's another draw. 6-5.
It's impossible. No matter who makes a mistake on HOMYNO TSUN, the other somehow just gets 50% more speed, drops a 107, and Glust and Snow doesn't have the pace. They're unable to keep up. If they literally need both of these members to make a mistake, or they literally have to try faster at this point. They haven't been able. There's been 4 rounds now where we've had mistakes by either member of HOMYNO TSUN. And BS+ just cannot keep up with one of the members who survives. So now we are in a position where one team getting an ace could be just literally them track point backed and secured. We have a round where everybody's neck and neck. Ice wall once again. Feed, Enter. Feed having a bit of a sideways, so he loses again on the ice wall. But again, that wider angle, but he does get a perfect nose slide on the dirt, with Snow and Glass falling a bit behind, but they are in front. This could be a potential take here. Nobody makes a mistake, so everybody going into the identity 4 in unison. Does anybody make a mistake? There was a mistake by Snow, but oh no, and it is the Enter Feed boys take advantage. Those micro clips by Glass and Snow. And what did I just say? That one ace and HOMYNO TSUN 1 point away from taking a 3rd track point in a row.
Crushed. That's all I could say for Glass and Snow right now. They have been crushed by one ace. They kept it close for 6 rounds. For 6 rounds, they kept it so close. And now in round number 7, they look down the barrel of 4 points, the deficit. And with Feed and Enter currently 1-2, again, ace formation. This is worst case scenario if you're BS+. You need to get back into this one as fast as possible. And I don't know how you do it. You have to ace just to get into this match and stop HOMYNO TSUN from getting that 10th point. And then you need to win or ace again, right? If you just win, it's not going to be enough because you're going to be in overtime. But if Feed or Enter get 1st or 2nd place here, That's it. That's over. That's at least 1 point. And with Feed getting the first identity perfectly, it looks like it's going to be 3-0 in favor of HOMYNO TSUN. And now it's a reverse sweep that is asked from BS+. This is going to be very difficult here because Glass and Snow need to win 4 tracks in a row.
Well, we haven't seen a reverse sweep like that at all. So far, every single match that has gone 3-0, if we take Grand League into consideration, has ended in 4-0. So it doesn't, statistically, it doesn't really look good for BS+. We do have Parkour. Now, Parkour is a map where there's a lot of elements that can go wrong, can go right, of course. We will go through the track, of course, once we get into the live rounds, but this is now do or die. BS+ needs to get something. It has to be, it can be a 10-9 win, but it's a win. At least you have sort of broken the streak as we go on the round. We try to lower the airtime here as well. Snow and Feed enter, get it nicely. Oh, early mistake again by Feed. Again, BS+ find them in the same position as they found themselves on Freestyle. We go up here as well. And the first section, very importantly, to go on to the ice class, is a bit behind by his teammate, but they are here. Important not to slide out, cancel out the slide with the tarmac, and they're both going as well. But again, Snow and Clast are falling behind, and Enner is taking a very comfortable lead, almost half a second. Okay, now, of course, 0.35, but that's a very comfortable lead. But now we go into here. You want to take the outside third here to maximize, keep gear 4, so you have as much speed going up here. Now for the drive, the first jump, second one, going on to the third. Can Enner keep it ahead? Oh, it's a low jump, and Enner makes a mistake. Can Snow capitalize it? Oh, Blast also makes a mistake. But can Enner and Feed come back? Feed is so far behind that after all of that, can Glass make it to the finish? He only needs to make it safely, and he secures a victory. Something positive for BS+. It was an absolute mess, and Feed didn't even get to finish. So Parkour showing its dark side, and BS+ finally something positive. They are again in the lead.
It might be positive, but it's not all rainbows and unicorns, because that could have been an ace, right? Their first ace. And that would have been so good to start off the reverse sweep, right? That's how you want to start it off at least. But it just not come to fruition. A mistake 2-3 times on the identity cost you an ace. And I mean, of course, you want to at least get those wins, right? Having a lead, that's nice, but having an ace lead is still huge, right? Having a 3-point lead is massive. As Enner, Feed makes a mistake, and Enner now needs to catch back up. Oh no, Feed is completely out before the identity, but the identity killed 3 players last time around. Can it kill 3 more again this time around? Snow and Glass make it through perfectly fine so far. Can they lead 5-1? Enner falls down, and it's going to be a 5-1 lead for BS+ in the second round.
That is exactly what they've been looking for. I feel like that is probably a huge relief at the moment. You feel like, oh, 5-1. Okay, we have a lead. We can see they are now making more and more mistakes. This is not a map they are enjoying whatsoever. Of course, we gotta keep in mind, this was a BS+ pick. So there is merit to them picking this as well. And it is showing Feed and Enner are not looking as comfortable as well. And Feed has been making a lot more mistakes. First 2 maps, very comfortable. The last 2 at the moment have been a very hit and miss as well. He is in the lead currently, but Snow and Glass up on his tail. Everybody making the ice slide very comfortably. No mistakes so far. We have a bit of a 2v2 on our hand. Oh, let's see. Snow Glass, a bit of a lower jump by Enner brings him into the front as well, and it's neck and neck. 2 tenths separating everybody. We are going to the third section. Hopefully nobody touches when we can have a very close range to the identity. Everybody keeps gear 4. And now for the identity. Everybody going in. Everybody making the jump. But do they make this crucial jump? This is the hardest part. And a mistake made by each teammate. So Enner, does he take it first though? Oh, it's a close one. Oh, Enner takes it by 8,000, but Feed where Speed and Copy finishes, and it's victory for HOMYNO TSUN. Of course, Glast is fourth. Finishing is now, of course, a bit of a merit. Fourth place doesn't really make a difference in the change. It's a victory for HOMYNO TSUN, but you want to increase that lead. It's still 3 points, but you want to just get this map out of the way, get a victory, and BS Plus would be already in a much better position.
Right, because if you got a draw instead, right, it'd be 6-2. That is still a better position, right? Because now Feed and Enter can ace, right? And if they can do that and tie the game, then suddenly it's a brand new match, right? If you're up by 1 though, that makes a huge difference. With Feed now out of this round, Enter can fight for a draw, but with the mistakes in the identity, this could really come back to bite, as Snow has made a mistake of his own. So has Glast, really, because he's behind by a whole second on Enter. Look at the kind of lead Enter has entering towards the identity here, as Glast and Snow keep on getting slowdowns here. Feed is actually starting to catch back up. Into the identity we go. Enter has a huge lead, but can he keep it together is the real question. Snow, can he keep it together? Enter clips! Snow clips!
Oh,
Glast! Glast is through.
Everybody making a mistake. It's all over the place again. Glast is first, and Snow gets the second place. It's the ace. Just out of nowhere, that one mistake by Enter. Of course, Snow makes a mistake as well, but Feed is so out of the loop. There's nothing they can do. Absolutely nothing. And that is a perfect round. Well, perfect in whatever you can say, but ace is an ace. You take those, and you have a perfect setup for the track point. Ladies and gentlemen, we are potentially looking at a first track point for BS Plus, and we have a very high chance this won't be a full 4-0, and we get to see a fit map as well. Quantum, I'll let you have it. Lead BS Plus to the victory. Hopefully you won't cast a curse them.
Oh, Enter, let's see. Can you come back here? Because Glast and Snow right on your tail here. Feed as well in this fight. It's a 4-way fight. Last time around, they were all separated by over a second from each other. This time around, it's a 10th. All 4 of them are within this fight. Can this go all the way? Can we go to a 9-9 situation if there are 2 aces here? Well, that's Enter clipping before the identity even starts. That's huge for Glast and Snow. All they need is a draw at least. But Glast, he fails. Can Snow get second at least? He'll land weirdly. He'll be slow, but he gets second, which does bring at least 1 point to the table. No matter where Glast finished, they would have at least gotten 1. And so it's a 10-4 victory in favor of BS Plus, and they will not be swept. Put your brooms away. We're going to track 5.
It's time for the clean sweep, ladies and gentlemen. The game is not over until you get the 4th. And we are going on to Slippy Slides of all maps as well to determine BS Plus fate. Will they be able to get another map? I'm sure you've seen plenty of examples of what this map has to offer. It has been picked by HOMYNO TSUN, so that causes a bit of concern. But Slippy Slides is a map where that end, if you get it just a bit better than someone else, that slightly tighter inside line in the identity can make a world of difference. But there's more to this map than just the identity. Already the start is a big hassle as we go here. You want to get it full speed. You can get this full speed, but it's better to save it with a few release taps as well. Everybody currently close in line as well. No mistakes, but Feed has to release, so it's already a bit behind. Again, Feed not feeling very comfortable in their last few maps, and this is now perhaps something where BS Plus experience playing together is trying to pay off. They are 1-2 at the moment, so we go on to the next session here as we get the reactor down, going through the pool. It's important. It's a very tight squeeze. You have to release actually to make that turn, sometimes even an extra release. Slide cancel on the grass, going on to the next session, third. Everybody gets it pretty relatively good. Now the dirt turn to the right, and we go on to the first part. This is usually a very difficult. You want to get it as early as possible. Everybody gets it. BS Plus comfortably in the lead at the moment. The 1-2 hand in hand together, but the identity looms. Ladies and gentlemen, get your butt chest ready. Here we go. First box light, and it's already going a bit bad for Glass. Snow is going extra wide. Weed on the inside. Can Snow hold up onto the lead? And the final edge. And Beat is out. But can Glass use it as well? No, he has to respawn. It's all over the place. Glass is still in front, but he has no speed. Can Beat catch him? It's going to be a neck and neck. Can he make it? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh, BS+ gets it, but God forbid that gets your heart pumping really fast.
That is a hard one. That is one you get up for, because that's tough to watch, and at the same time, it's incredibly close. Despite all the mistakes made by Feed and Glass, right? They were somehow side by side in the identity again, right? That's what you love to see in a fight like this, as Feed this time though is in the lead and Enter is in second. So last time around, BS+ had the ace formation. At least they turned it into a win. But this time around, it's the other way around. It's HOMYNO TSUN that's in the lead with an ace formation, and Glass is in third with his teammate currently just slightly ahead of him. As he makes a mistake, he'll fall way out of favor. That is a big mistake out of him. You'll lose likely a second out of that. As we go on to that nice turn, they land pretty early here. Feed keeps his lead, but Snow has a better turn than Enter does, and so he'll take second place at least 1 point. So far, it's going to look like a tie unless there's mistakes on these bug slides. Feed, Glass, and Enter are perfect. Let's see, can Snow overtake Enter again? He clips, but somehow stays alive. He's too inside and flies like an airplane, as it looks like an ace, and it is for Feed and Enter. Oh, Snow. That's rough, buddy.
That's heart-wrenching as well. And Glass was doing a that was so close as well. Glass was really close, only a 10th behind, but that is an ace for HOMYNO TSUN. Not what you want to see if you're a BS+ fan as well, but a great sight for HOMYNO TSUN fans as well. Feed and Enter showing why they picked this map. That was a perfect choke as well. A bit shaky for one of them on the Slippy Slides as well, but now more than ever, again, HOMYNO TSUN a strong 1-2, and this is reminiscent of the previous rounds where HOMYNO TSUN just get in front, and unless they are their worst enemy at this point. Of course, that makes sense because you are the one to make the mistakes, but at this case, Snow and Glass are not able to keep up. Look at the margin. Of course, Glass making a mistake early on, but Snow is 5/10 behind. Hasn't made a major mistake, but it's just the speed of these players. They are together for a reason, but Snow has a pretty good plastic, keeps the gear, and that is a major difference. Snow, but he clips the inside of the wheel, and that's the worst setup you can ever have. And now, unless Feed and Enter make a big mistake, Feed makes a mistake, that's an opportunity, but Glass, oh no, again makes a mistake. Snow cannot catch up to Enter, and that's again an opportunity for Feed. But Glass and Feed together once again. Oh, but can he catch up? He passes him, and it's a draw! It's a draw in the end. Feed cannot control his car on the box lights, and he gives away a point.
Oh my god,
goodness. This identity, man.
Oh, it's so much, isn't it? The easy version only has 2 of them, but the hard version has 3. And you could say that that third one really makes the difference as well, right? You can really see how much it does, because you have so much pressure on you, right? And you have so much speed. It's such a timing thing as well. It's so entertaining all at once. As Feed and Enter once again lead, but Feed makes a massive mistake off of the start, but he could come back in the identity here if there's mistakes from either of the BS+ players. Let's see if Enter can keep it together here, or if we could see a large lead for BS+ take shape and form. Right now, Enter in the lead. Can Glass overtake? It looks like he can. He wants to land earlier, but a more inside line from Enter leaves him in the lead by quite a large margin. It's over half a second now on both BS+ players. Can they keep up with Enter? Will he make a mistake? The first bug slide. Perfect from Enter. The second one, he's a bit inside, but he keeps it together. He's a bit inside again. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. And he'll win the round. Glass and Snow will be right behind him to draw the round out. And it's going to be a 6-4 lead in favor of HOMYNO TSUN as Feed goes through the identity No mistakes here from him. No one failed the identity this time around, funnily enough.
Well, yeah, given no mistakes as well, and Enner doing it actually the proper way. You want to be as inside as possible. You want to minimize the box side and get to the booster as quickly as possible as well. But the times I've been looking at I looked at the time at the moment, 12.1, 12.2. That is usually, at least given what we saw in TMCL, for example, from the likes of Back and Offie, that's a second off. So there's definitely room for the pace to go up. But Snow and Glass are not able to show us that, and only Feed and Enner really have that pace. Of course, Enner with an early mistake. And once again, we find ourselves, Snow and Glass need to grab an ace. They need to get it. Oh, Feed having a bit of a touch, I believe, and he falls so much behind. And now it's a perfect opportunity for Snow and Glass to capitalize on it. But Enner is looming in the background. He's hunting for them. He knows they are second and first, but what we've seen from the identity only shows that no matter who's in front, there's no way guaranteed that they will remain in front. Half a second lead at the moment. Can BS Plus get the ace? We go on to the first slide. Both BS Plus members get it. Enner also gets it, goes for the inside line, and he's also in the mix, but can he get an ace out of it, or can he even deny? And in this case, oh my god, it's so close. 5,000ths of a second, and Enner would have denied them. But they just snatch a victory. It's getting closer to HOMYNO TSUN. And we have a very close match on our hand. It's just, it's just Feed needs to show up if he wants to just secure this match point. If they get the ace, it's all over. But BS Plus, they need to get the aces just to get a bit of comfort.
Yeah, and they were on that ace, right? And Enner, he snipes it, he stops it, and he nearly brings it to a draw as well. He nearly stops them from getting that extra point to be 1 point away from tying up the game here, as that would have been huge, right? That would have been massive. But instead, Enner stops them in their tracks. Snow and Glass right now are looking to get back into this. Snow in the lead, Feed is in second. Let's see if that can stay that way, because Feed needs a really good round here. He gets in really late, but he still keeps second position as Enner goes so wide. But mistake out of him is not going to cost him too much at the moment unless Feed makes a big mistake, because Glass, at least he failed before the checkpoint there, but Feed can't catch up to Snow unless Snow makes a mistake. No mistake out of Snow. Very well done, as he'll get second place. Oh, big mistake. Can he catch up? It's right in front of the finish line, too. It's a draw. It's not going to be tied up at 8-8. It's going to be 8-7 instead in favor of HOMYNO TSUN. How has this happened? How is BS Plus still in the lead by a point over BS Plus here? How are they still ahead by 1? Oh.
I have no clue at this point. It's just, it's so close yet so far for BS Plus. It just feels like you're reaching it, and one of the members from HOMYNO TSUN is like, ah, that's mine. Good luck in the next round. But now it's a game to be played. Every team has a track point at the moment. In order for BS Plus to win, they need to ace. Enner makes an early mistake, and also we see Feed is falling behind. It's a perfect setup for a BS Plus ace. But as soon as I say that, Snow loses the grip with the water wheels and loses his place, and that gives an opportunity for Enner to come back as well. It's not over, ladies and gentlemen. We have a round upon our hands, but we cannot allow HOMYNO TSUN to get a victory, because that would be the end of the match. So Glass needs to do everything in his power to deny that first place. We go on to the first Slippy Slide. The two pairs. Glass gets a nice Feed is on the inside. Very good slide, but Feed loses it. Snow and Glass are in the front. Enner has so much speed, but can Snow deny it? Enner! Oh my god, it just happens again and again and again. Enner denies the ace. It's 9-9, and whatever result we get, only a draw gives us overtime. But in any other case, it's match over, or we go on to the next one, and it's an early mistake by Enner. Oh no! This is again a perfect opportunity, but Feed, all eyes on Feed, ladies and gentlemen. Quantum, take it away. I need to take a sip or I'm just gonna die as I broadcast this match. This is just too insane, man.
Oh man, we have 3 more matches after this. Keep yourself together, my friend, as Feed has the biggest round so far of this matchup ahead of him. He needs to win. He must do it, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult and an uphill battle, because it's going to be 3-2 still in favor of HOMYNO TSUN in terms of maps, but it's going to be a comeback in the making here from BS+. They're currently in ace formation. Just a win will keep them in victory lane. Let's see if they can keep it together. Feed more inside. Let's see. He does it again. He takes the lead. Can he at least draw this round? It's looking likely, but no! Oh, no! It is a draw. We're going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. And now, at this point in time, no matter what happens, draw is the only way we continue forward in this one. If HOMYNO TSUN win or ace, it is going to be the match win for them. If BS+ win this round, they will be on the path to the reverse sweep, down 3-0. They'd still be down by 1 map, but they've won 2 in a row if they do so.
Oh my god, it's absolutely insane. B denies it at the end, that we have another potential again. Quantum, we've seen this so many times before. BS+ in front, a HOMYNO TSUN member in the far distance in Narnia, seemingly out of nowhere, probably is gonna win the round, but BS+ once again, they are 1, 2, and 3, and Snow makes a huge mistake. Glass needs to deny now. He needs Beat also with a mistake, so it's a 1v1 between Glass and Enner. Enner flies out of the water. What is happening? Glass only needs. Oh my god, he also slides out. What is happening, Quantum? Oh my god, and Beat is in first. Can he take it? Enner and Beat are 1 and 2, and ladies and gentlemen, it's game over. BS+ after an absolute slaughter. What a climb to the heights. HOMYNO TSUN take it in the first round of overtime. GG to BS+. What a fight.